Welcome to a 5v5 Town Hall 12 showdown between CrunchTime and professional team Tribe Gaming. You will see every single one of the attacks in this war. Tribe Gaming starting with their captain Itsu, and any of you guys that haven't followed Itsu on YouTube, I will be sure to link his channel. Be sure to give him a follow, a good friend, and puts out top quality content. But the Queen charge into Hog Riders is his method of choice. We know that Itsu likes the Hog Riders, trying to delay the healer deployment until the Queen was pretty much going to get the air defense and know that they were going to be protected. King does a good job around that outside, puts that rage in just to help the Queen as she powers around the corner here, aiming towards the Town Hall, the Clan Castle troops and the Queen. Love the funneling that he has done on the outside of the base here, just to ensure that the Queen does indeed come into the Town Hall and she's not drawn around the outside. We have that Lava Hound in the Clan Castle, the exact troop which is used to try and defend against a Queen charge. Itsu knows he's safe at this point, so he can just kind of chill out, but does use the poison spell, nicely timed, to try and get some of the lava pups as well. And then in comes the minion behind the healers to quickly take them out. It helps with time, but it also protects the healers. Queen is now going to get the Town Hall and the enemy Queen. He's relatively happy that that has gone down, and now he can start the Hog Rider deployment very shortly. A couple of loons coming into that central area there, and then the Hog Riders are going to be able to spread across this side. Interesting on the loon deployment. Thought he might have waited just a touch until the Hog Riders were a little bit closer in order to help them with the expo fire, but he does indeed get one of the loons to the bomb tower. That's going to help with the ground-based Hog Riders massively, and then also takes out the sweeper, helping with pathing just marginally, but mainly stops the Hog Riders from going over to that bomb tower. The Queen continues to charge through the bottom. He has one heal spell left, but it's going to be close, coming down to the end of it. He's going to have to use it relatively shortly. Gets lucky there and has the healers split across to the Hog Riders. Now they're back to the Queen, but he did indeed use the heal spell. It is looking good for Itsu, but he's got a huge Tesla farm and Archer towers to get through. Hog Riders doing their stuff, slowly getting through this. Plenty of time on the board. Queen still has the healers, and Itsu kicks this one off in style, as he always does, with a 3-star for Tribe Gaming, putting CrunchTime on the back pedal already. Man, you guys are in for an exciting war. CrunchTime having to respond now, and Feith is their attacker of choice. Now the lineup was changed right towards the end, and Feith actually has 2 attacks, so no doubt that is why he's going first, to then help give him a little bit more time to plan his next attack. The LavaLoon, his method of choice, and he is a fantastic LavaLoon attacker at that. I actually interviewed him on my YouTube channel not too long ago, and you guys should definitely check that one out if you missed it. Trying to just take out the top area of the base here. A Sui method is his choice. That is why we have the Skelly spells. I love the use of that King coming around the top, trying to take out the Tesla as well. King is always very nice for Tesla farms, because with that ability he can get a lot of value, and I've got to say that Feith definitely, for just the King and Queen, got a huge amount of value there. Not to mention 25% of the base is already down. The good thing about a Sui Lalo is that you can then spread the LavaLoon around the base, so that is exactly what Feith does here, coming in from each and every angle. The Archer Queen getting to work on the Lava Hound, but the balloons straight over the Town Hall, giving him the Giga Tesla. In comes the Rage alongside a freeze for the Queen, and then the Skelly spells, but the Multi-Inferno was in range. Did take out a couple of skeletons, not quite enough to worry Feith. He gets through this. The Lava Hound makes its way back into the center. The Archer, obviously not quite enough in order to keep it occupied. Archer goes down and the Skellies draw it across, but coming to the end of this, the balloons just keep falling to the ground, and it's not quite enough. But in this format, every single percentage matters. So Feith spreading them minions and the baby dragon right around the base, trying to do anything and everything he can to get percentage. CrunchTime already a 3-star attack down, so they need to get maximum percentage in order to ensure that this one can be as close as possible. Feith, unfortunate not to get the 3 stars really. It was a fantastic opener, just didn't have the legs with the LavaLoon coming all of the way through the base from the different angles. But he will not be disappointed. Got the 2-star, and it looks like 83%, potentially an 84 if he can snipe the elixir storage. But then that is the end of the attack. It is done, and CrunchTime need to pick this one up and get themselves a 3-star to pick up their confidence. EveCheck comes in with the LavaLoon of his own. Can he respond and take down Feith of CrunchTime? This base trying to draw you into the southern area, kind of a popular Legend League base almost, but the Electron is going to be his method of choice. We've seen the variety, the diversity that EveCheck has as a player in the World Championships, using numerous different attacks. A couple of balloons to snipe the archer tower initially, just to help with pathing of the troops and exactly where he wants the king to come, up and around, trying to basically provide access to get that slammer in towards the multi and the eagle. The queen now steps forward, takes the air defense. King's ability will be popped relatively soon. There it goes, in order to power him around. If the queen can get this wizard tower and redirect as she does, that now provides direct pathing for the multi and for the eagle artillery. Very nicely set up here by EveCheck. Here comes that first balloon just to check pathing, but also to check for the black bomb. In comes the slammer direct onto the eagle, going to get good value, take that out, but his main focus is getting the queen and the multi inferno. Slammer starts to move away, and the clone is already in. Balloons split, only one of them go to the multi, but probably more importantly, he does indeed get the expo. The E-drag does get the queen, so got the value that he needed, and getting the expo in the middle does help with pathing a little bit with the LavaLoon in order to control it to the back end multi inferno. Grand Warden's ability nicely used over the Giga Bomb, but then balloons are low in health as they come around to the multi. They will go down quick here. A couple of them are definitely on their last legs, but the haste spell allows them through. The freeze needs to be used as the tornado trap spins the balloons all around, but EveCheck continues to reinforce on the outside with further balloons, and this is looking good, but he's got 2 very dangerous defenses to hit after the air defense. That is the Inferno Tower and the Wizard Tower. He's got a lot of balloons here. Can he get it done? More than enough time. Is there going to be enough legs on this? I most certainly think so. As the multi falls, the Wizard Tower gets to work, but it just doesn't have the power to get through all of the balloons. EveCheck showing his class and getting the 3-star for Tribe Gaming. That puts them well in the lead now. CrunchTime have to respond. CrunchTime need the response. They've got to get a 3-star, otherwise this war could start to go out of their reach. Queen Charge LavaLoon by FailTime is their method of choice. A very similar style of base here, trying to feed you into the northern area where that town hall is situated, but FailTime comes in from just to the side of that, uses the king over to the north in order to just power that side, get rid of the buildings, and ensure that the queen does step forward. Lovely timing on the wall breakers means that they get through, but 1 extra was enough to activate the town hall. Definitely not what he needed, so he's going to have to use the rage early here. The king will distract the queen while she still gets battered by the Giga Tesla, and she will step up and take it down, but definitely not what FailTime had planned planned for the start of this attack. The king, though, look at him go over to that left-hand side, getting huge value, keeping the Lava Hound out of way as well. So kind of doing two jobs, and I'm sure we will see the archer. I thought we were going to see the archer over that side to keep an eye on that Lava Hound, but it didn't happen. It comes across to the lava, or the queen, and now she has to get through the Lava Hound. Time is ticking here as well for fail time. He's on 1 minute and 45 seconds, and he's already going down on spells. He's got one rage left, but he does have two freeze which he can use to try and help. The archer tower in the corner causing a right nuisance for the healers. Got to press that ability. Is he going to use one more rage, or is he going to sacrifice the queen? He's got enough, and there we go. If she gets that expo though, then she has definitely got good value. Didn't, but I worry that time is a factor here for fail time. Ironic, let's find out. The Lalo comes around from that right hand side. Slammer trying to keep them on path, but it's not quite enough. They will get to the eagle, but they're going to have to come all and around every single defense now. 55% of the base down, but less than a minute to go. The eagle starts to fall, but one balloon not enough. Legend of the Last Lava Pup, still not going to be enough. The balloons travel each and every direction apart from where fail time wants them to go. Onto the eagle, they're still not going there. Legend of the Last Lava Pups continue their mission, but time fail is almost inevitable even if the balloons got through. Unfortunate. 80% again for CrunchTime, but that's not enough. Tribe Gaming have two attacks, 2 3-stars in the bag, and CrunchTime have to start stepping things up here. They've got to get a 3-star in order to have any chance on this war. It's actually going to be 90%, so fail time does improve on that first attack by Feith, but now the next one has got to be a 3, and they've got to hope to get a defense against Tribe as well to have any chance. Varley, one of Tribe Gaming's top level attackers, fresh into the professional team for the World Championships, but he did not disappoint. He is a specialist in designing base designs, so he knows how to crack them and how to take them down as well. The freeze spell used onto the multi so that he can send wall breakers in, take out that section, and allow the queen access to the multi. A good start here. Minus his method of choice, a good positive of the miners is that they will not be affected by the Gigabomb. So we can assume with the Town Hall being down to the south, that is where the miners will come in from. The king will be used on the right hand side to create that pathing as the miners then come through. And also the tornado trap does not involve the miners in its radius at all. They just move right the way through it. Queen able to take out that multi and continues through, gets the miners in relatively quick here. The king's ability will probably be popped relatively quickly as well to keep them on the inside, keep them towards that town hall. The Lava Hound comes out, not necessarily a bad thing that it goes for the miners, because it's basically going to do no damage on them whatsoever. Freezes that area though. That will keep the balloon inside the poison spell as well, because that is huge for the miners. He doesn't want to take damage from that balloon. Queen steps up and will get that eagle. Love the use of this stone slammer down the side. If only he knew that the Tesla farm was around the top, might have slightly adjusted its positioning, but it will move around, which is exactly what Varley wanted, and this looks good. He's got a lot of miners, one heal spell left, and he's got to use it wisely as he has 2 multi-infernos. It will be used up to the top because that is where majority of his miners are. They slowly get through this. They're going through the multi. As long as they take a lot of the base, even if they go down, Varley still has the healers. He still has the queen's ability, so he's still in with a chance. Using archers, minions, anything around the outside of the base to try and focus the fire of the miners onto the defenses, speed up time, and unfortunately for CrunchTime, it is looking like a triple of triples for Tribe Gaming as they move forward. The Stone Slammer very strategically opened the wall compartment for the multi-inferno, allowing the queen, irrespective of the miners, to wrap around to the multi, and it will go down. 20 seconds, more than enough time for the miners who survived in themselves. Vale can take a bow, gets the third triple for Tribe Gaming, and this is looking very, very much in their favor. Sham 1 of CrunchTime has to get it done. A 3-star is needed, otherwise CrunchTime are pinning their hopes on Tribe Gaming making a mistake, and Sham 1 is the player that will be trying to get this one done. Queen Charge Lalo, again, the method of choice, a very high risk but high reward strategy. Pro players will be using this very commonly because when you do get good at it, you can get amazing value. Interesting to use the wall wrecker here alongside it, hoping that he can maximize on the amount of balloons he takes, not necessarily having to use wall breakers or jump spells. But has the queen gone? She's walked. Oh my word, this is a nightmare for Sham 1. Is this what he wanted? I highly doubt it. The jump spell was really to help as the wall wrecker got a little bit further in, but what can be rescued here? He's going to have to, more than likely, switch the Lalo and come in from the town hall side. Really what he wanted was the jump right on top of that air defense and wizard tower to get the queen through the 2 multi-infernos to the town hall, and you can notice how then the Lalo would have probably came in from 10 o'clock behind the sweeper, but things have changed. Sham 1 has to think on his feet. It is all going wrong as the rage spell is not necessarily needed now. Guys, this is where it can really make a difference when you are a good player. You've got to be able to adapt when things go wrong, and Sham 1 has now got to ensure that the 2-star goes in the bags, and he's got to try and get the most percentage possible to give CrunchTime any sort of glimmer of hope. So minions are used on that top side. Try and get the percentage up, because when the Lalo is pushed into the town hall, he's got to be at the 51 for the Giga Tesla in order to be activated, and he's slowly waiting here. 50% will be in the bag. Here comes the Lalo. 1 lava hound quickly followed by balloons. More balloons around the side to get onto that town hall, get the 2-star, but it is not looking good here. What do you think? Maybe 75% is about all he will get. 80 potentially, because he's got a lot of balloons. Grand Warden's ability is used. Sweeper pushing the balloons back. Can they make it through the Giga Bomb? I don't think they will. It does indeed just fall short for the balloons. Nothing went right there for Sham 1. Unfortunate. You could see the plan, visualize what he was doing, but sometimes it doesn't happen, and you have to be able to secure the 2 stars. Probably not going to be enough for this war, but managed to get the job done when it was anxiety, scary moment. We've all had that. You've got to keep your cool, get the most percentage. 70% it is. Boom! Of Tribe Gaming can put it out of reach of CrunchTime now. It all comes down to this. This attack from Boom can make or break the war. If he gets it, it's pretty much the win for Tribe Gaming. I mean, it pretty much already is. They're already waiting on a mistake from Tribe Gaming, but Tribe won't be stopping there. They will be wanting that perfect war. They were within a sniff of it yesterday in the huge CWL Elite matchup versus INTZ. What a matchup that was. So many great competitions going on nowadays within Clash of Clans. It is beautiful to see, but Boom starting out this attack very nicely with his Sui heroes, getting the queen down and getting pretty good pathing, carving out that top area of the base, or the right hand side of the base. A dragon comes out of the clan castle. This could be dangerous for him, as he really doesn't have much to take that down. The poison spell is there, but it won't be enough to take the dragon down. Balloons spread everywhere, but there's only one of them on top top of the town hall. They do get it down and amazingly get past the Giga Bomb. He's still got balloons everywhere, but I worry with the dragon alive that it is just shredding the balloons too much. He's already on 60%. He's already got enough to get this done. Is he going to freeze the dragon? Fortunately, it is after the lava hounds freezes the multi-infernos, but the dragon gets to work. Can he still get this? Can Boom still get this? The dragon is stuck on the lava pups, allowing the balloons through. He doesn't have a lot of cleanup now thanks to that dragon, but it's looking close. Oh, that was so close. If the wizard tower went down, it might have been even better. But 1 minute left. The final defense will fall. The Grand Warden might turn to the dragon. Come on, Warden. Snipe off that dragon. What are you doing? Hit the dragon. You're getting flamed to the face. Turn and take him down. 89%. Boom will be screaming at the iPad now. I worry about the Queen's altar. The balloons trying to get past. The dragon falls. Wow. It is one side to the other. Does he get it? Does he not? Does he have enough time? 30 seconds. Half a minute. A sixth of an attack. And 97% left. It's looking good for him. Goes to the Queen's altar. Two minions back to back or facing each other, should we say, are taking out the elixir storage. It's looking good. Boom, somehow, some way gets the 3-star for Tribe Gaming and keeps their perfect war well on track. Kevin of CrunchTime really just going for a consolation prize now. How many 3 stars can they get? But Tribe Gaming with 4 out of 4. That is why they are as good as they are. Now, both of these clans, massive respect. In the YouTube video, I will have both of their Twitter handles in the description. And like I mentioned at the start, my good friend Itsu, his YouTube channel will be in the description as well. Get yourselves over there, top level content. But Kevin wanting to get a 3-star now, wanting to show what they can do. It is Itsu's base which is the choice. The Grand Warden walk is something we are seeing very commonly to set up the P.E.K.K.A. smash. It sets the funnel. It allows you to basically pull the Grand Warden very easily to where you want to go. Now, if you can get through the base with minimal jump spells, that's when you're looking good for the P.E.K.K.A. smash, and you want to save onto the stone slammer. Everything comes forward. Not looking too bad for Kevin. He gets every single troop within that Grand Warden's ability. Couldn't necessarily have been much better. Does manage to keep the bowlers alive through the Giga Bomb, and the jump spell continues the focus of the P.E.K.K.A. and the bowler straight through the base. But where does he go with the slammer now? This is why you have the slammer, and this is why you hold on to it. You can wait, and you can basically choose left or right. The P.E.K.K.A. are going to go down fast now because the healers are gone, vanished. Slammer comes in, and unfortunately it's not looking good now as Kevin has so many defenses to get down. Really didn't work for him, that one. The healers just went down too easily. Bowlers split. They didn't want to stay with the P.E.K.K.A. and unfortunately when your bowler go down that quick, you lose out on the bounce value in the center of the base, which is really what you are counting on with the rage spells, counting on getting through that, and the P.E.K.K.A. really just will not get it done now. How much percentage can he get? Minions on the outside trying to snipe anything off. Speed up time. The haste is used onto the balloons. He's going to get close to that 80%, but again, it's just not enough against Tribe Gaming. Itsu, not just a solid attacker, but a solid base builder in himself, holding Kevin off, and it will be, what's your predictions? 80%? Will the P.E.K.K.A. get it? They shred this wall. Max level wall goes down through to the expo. It goes down, and they'll get the multi, so it's going to be around about 84%. Not enough for crunch time, and I think even if Tribe swag the attack, it is the win. It's out of reach now, but can Tribe get a perfect war? Sir Iron coming in with the P.E.K.K.A. smash of his own. Can he flip this around and can he get the 3 stars, which was just out of reach for Kevin? The Warden walk being the target, being that starting phase, and you will do this very often with the P.E.K.K.A. smash. Normally because time is not such a big issue as long as you can get that value in the center, and the Warden can just create such a huge funnel for your P.E.K.K.A. and Bowler, which is the main thing. You cannot have them splitting. You want that singular direction through the base. So Sir Iron gets to work. And by the way, guys, Sir Iron has been kind enough to offer himself onto the channel, but it's really just waiting until we are both available to do an interview for the Pro Player Attacks series. And that one will include a lot of information for base design, so look out for that in the coming weeks. I look forward to it, and this one gets off to a little bit of a shaky start. The Bowler and P.E.K.K.A. are splitting, but he is able to basically get them all into the same place. That is what you always want, but I worry that this is not going to be much of a high percentage, and definitely not going to be that 3-star that they desired. The P.E.K.K.A. and Bowler have gone down. He's used the Grand Warden's ability, trying to save onto that Queen's ability. She'll get the Town Hall, but with only 40%, P.E.K.K.A. and Bowler vanished in the base. What on earth is going to happen at the end of it? Even if he got the 1-star, it is still out of reach for CrunchTime due to Tribe Gaming's 4-triple advantage. But the 2-star is in the bags. Unfortunate there for Sir Iron. Into that base, the P.E.K.K.A. and Bowler just split up all over the place. And like I mentioned at the start of the attack, that's where it tends to go wrong. You have to keep them in that singular path moving forward so that your spells are used wisely, and it is only going to be approximately 60-70% at the absolute maximum for Sir Iron. So unfortunately, the perfect war is not going to happen for Tribe, but can CrunchTime get a 3-star of their own? Tribe just put it out of reach, and can Feith get this one done? He's coming in with the Queen charge into miners from the top area of the base. Now, this is all for pride. If they can get a 3-star of their own, we see Invale of Tribe Gaming getting the 3-star with miners. We know that it is still a viable strategy for the 3, and Feith wants to try and get anything. Tribe Gaming put the war out of reach with the 4 3-stars. So indeed, GG to them. Love that Coconut Loon in combination with the Rage, but unfortunately, no Black Bomb in that area. I feel if he could have got onto the multi, he might have set one off next to it, but it wasn't enough for him. The Queen will continue to move down this side. Didn't quite get her further in, and she will have to go through the wall. The Stone Slammer provides access. Town Hall is down. Now, often that might be a option for using the miners, so you don't have to deal with the Giga Bomb. But Feith decides in this one that he can funnel the miners relatively well, get them into the base, and the good thing about miners is they do not only target defenses, they target everything. So even if the Archer Queen had not taken down the enemy Archer Queen, miners could have dealt with it. But there's also a lot of trash buildings in the center there as well, and that of the different altars. Miners can take that down, and you do not have to worry about time failing in that regard. But Feith would have wanted his Queen to stay alive, and she has fallen. Hand up on her head, having a bit of a headache. I'm not surprised. Getting taken down. Still looking okay here, but the spells are very, very thin, and I don't think the miners have got enough to get through this area. Dangerous defenses. The Multi-Inferno, the Wizard Tower, the Bomb Tower, all doing splash damage in combination with all of the point defense, and the miners get shredded that quickly. So there you have it, guys. It is indeed a 14-10 victory for Tribe Gaming.